She's turning green with envy. Hi dolls, welcome back. And if you are new, hello, my name is Jessie. This is Dobbie. And today we're going to react to season 4. Boop. Episode 23 of Once Upon a Time, Operation Mongoose Part 2. Here, Dobbie. You want a treat? Oops. Bounced off the bed. Well, we lost a Dobbie, so. I have eaten. I have drank some water, hydrated. I have some nice warm tea. Dobbie is still technically here. She's probably going to be jumping on the bed and bouncing around, so I have moral support. I have a nice comfy bathrobe if I need. And yeah, I think I'm ready to start this. I think I'm ready to see where this goes because it can't be that bad, right? Are we going to find out who the sorcerer is in this episode? Because we found out that the sorcerer's apprentice is who recruited the author. Are we going to get more of that? I have so many questions. Let's jump in. But before we do, don't forget to throw a like up or dislike if you do or do not like what you see. But comment down below, let me know why. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Ring-a-ling-a-ling, the bell to be notified when uploading videos. And don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. It is $5 a month. It's only $1.25 a week. It has all of my unedited reactions of everything that I do on YouTube, in addition to more. Why do I always say forget to? Forget to follow us on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at @star_chef_productions. But without further ado, this is season 4. I'm so scared. Episode 23 of Once Upon a Time, Operation Mongoose, Part 2. I feel like he's just too powerful.
I want you to kill them both.
See, what's interesting is that he wants to help the villains. I would think that he would, because of what happened with Cruella, he would want to help the heroes. He still did love Cruella even after she did that, so. Like he said, he understood why she did it.
The prison she's in is impenetrable.
Is that the same room that Regina used to lock her in? Oh, of course. Poor Belle, man.
Sounds like someone else wants to celebrate your return.
How is
You didn't tell me we had a visitor?
Does he know who the author is?
I was traveling through your village when your wife invited me into...
Your happiness is in danger.
From what?
A boy. He's on a mission to help the bandit.
Okay, so he doesn't know, because he would have just said Henry. You know what I just thought of? Did Rumple not take into consideration that Henry would be left there all alone? Because this whole time, I do have to say, at least he's been saying that he's looking out for Henry's best interest and that he, you know, he doesn't want Henry to get hurt. He did the whole thing with Pan, and it's just interesting that I'm thinking now, obviously, if they went and, like, they all changed their roles... What? And Henry couldn't see. I don't know though. Like, why? I guess because Henry wasn't born in the Enchanted Forest. Henry was born in our world. So because I was gonna say Neil and Emma were both born in the Enchanted Forest, but were brought over to our world. Henry was born in our world. So even though he comes from I was gonna say magical parents with magic, they couldn't write him into the Enchanted Forest, into the story. But like Rumple should have known that. And wouldn't he have been like, oh, I can't do that? Or is he just thinking Henry is old enough to take care of himself at this point? He's like, what, 14, 15? I just thought of that.
Your entire life, I know things. The secrets that you've kept from Belle. The ones about your first son.
Is hiding it from Belle?
Ahoy!
Ah, yeah, fine hook.
No one steps aboard the Jolly Roger's decks without an invitation from its captain first.
It's not him, is it?
I need a ship.
He's not captain.
Taken to the bottomless sea, and she was put there by the queen.
And then I'm sorry.
She's also your girlfriend.
I'm sorry, Captain Blackbeard.
Yep,
Wait,
Blackbeard's
he's the
back.
captain?
What do you say, Hook? Beat me and the Jolly Roger.
Oh my gosh, he looks like such a little, like,
still a one-handed
shy.
Then I'll have to help you.
Ooh, yeah, Henry. Oh, nice.
I had a great teacher. You.
Oh. You know what's really the real cool part about this all is that Henry is taking every lesson that he's learned from every single character and applying it to helping them remember or accomplish whatever he wants to accomplish in the story. So he's taking like every little piece of them that he holds with them, that things that he's learned with them, he's actually putting that into action. We get to see it, and he gets to return the favor in, you know, a simpler way of putting it, to them by helping them with what they've helped him with. It's really cool.
We found it.
Who's that?
Oh, there's a Black Knight standing guard.
That's smart. Ooh, nice. I love it, Henry.
Well done.
My name is... Mom?
Henry, I knew you'd find me.
Oh. Because she didn't have a life in the Enchanted Forest?
My punishment in this world is that I know the truth, but I'm powerless to do anything about it.
Unfortunately, it's not going to last unless you put some distance between that tower and us before the guard wakes up. That was not any ordinary Black Knight.
Who is it?
Her name is Lily. She's dangerous.
Oh no.
I don't understand.
She's gonna fly, she's a dragon.
What is that?
It's goat's milk.
Because you're rum.
I'm allergic. Never touch this stuff.
I'm allergic.
I'm the product of your true love. You taught me how to be a hero. You taught me how to believe in hope.
She's gonna fake it.
My. I am going to enjoy watching him die in front of his mother.
Oh my god! It's not Snow!
What about you, Your Majesty? Shall I make
She has magic!
No!
Oh my god.
We have to get out of here. Mom!
It's like Emma knows that it's not real, her real world, but it is her real world right now, if that makes sense. Like, there's no guarantee that you can reverse everything back. So on the off chance, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to, but on the off chance that we can't, Hook just died. And regardless, even if you can, no one wants to see the love of their life get murdered in front of their eyes. Even if you were guaranteed to change everything back, you still wouldn't want to see that. You don't want to, like... That's sad. That's terrible.
I've just learned of a threat.
I think he's gonna tell her about Bay. Come on, Reg, you could do it. Regina, come on, go. Go.
Take Selena to be your lawfully wedded wife.
He's gonna see her. No, say no, no. No.
You have to stop that wedding!
Regina!
You won't hurt me. You're supposed to be a hero here.
And that's exactly why I must do this.
Oh. I was gonna say that's a good point, but... She went to freaking stop
It's done.
She stepped in front of Henry instead. So what does that mean?
We're at the end of the book. We're not gonna be able to change anything now.
Well, it's like, what does that happen? What happens with you?
Regina!
Robin?
True love's kiss?
What's going
Will
on?
it save her?
I've got blood on my dress.
Can't you see she's injured?
Ew.
This is supposed to be day.
She's turning green with envy.
Too little, too late.
Yeah, Emma, thank you. Grab
And
his
you're
freaking
gonna
pen.
change things.
Grab his pen, yeah.
Save Regina.
Grab his pen.
Can't.
Why?
I'm not the author anymore. I can't change.
It's speaking to Henry. It's calling to Henry. Is the power going to transfer to Henry? It's going to transfer to Henry.
He's the next author.
Yes!
In this world, we don't need a dark savior. We need a light one.
Smart
Thanks to the hero
kid.
Regina's sacrifice, Isaac's villainous work was undone.
Don't scare me like that, Jesus.
Henry,
I thought she was still dead. I was like, what the f...
you did it.
Yay!
We did.
Now we're stupid head Rumple.
Hook.
Yeah, he's fine. Right?
Everyone reappeared where they were before this whole mess started.
Yeah, sorry about the mess. I really needed to find that book.
Jack.
What is it?
She loves you.
I want to thank you for sacrificing.
Emma, you piece of poop. Are you f***ing kidding me? Emma!
Of course, love. That's all in a day's work for a hero.
Really? Really? Women. Yes. Cuff his ass.
No bestseller, no fans, no awards.
Nope.
Why'd you want to hurt us so badly?
She was
The
jealous.
truth, you remind me of a boss that I once had.
It reminds him of the TV boss? He doesn't remind me of Charming.
I just keep thinking, maybe I could use it just one more time. To bring back my dad.
Oh.
The best way to show your love for those that are gone is to tell their stories.
Was he gonna write a new heroes and villains story?
No one should have that much power.
It would seem that this time we have found the right person for the job.
Is Henry the Sorcerer? I feel like it's gonna be one of those things where it's like full circle or...
It's disappearing.
Your ability to love.
She's gonna kiss him.
I knew what I was getting, Rumble. I wasn't going to pull back.
But I made you do just that.
Yeah, but it was like, oh my gosh, this is frustrating. These are like all of my exes rolled into one. Do you ever have that argument with one of your exes where like you never loved me? Asshole, yes, I freaking did. Like, I did so much for you. If Belle, like, I get the whole, like, who could ever love me? I didn't believe it thing. But Belle wouldn't have gone that far if she didn't truly love him. Like, Belle was, like, standing up for him in front of people. She married him. She was working at the pawn shop. Like, she proved to herself so many times for so long that if she didn't truly love him or was going to fall out of love with him, she would have done it by that point. She wouldn't have married him. You know, so it's almost like it's almost insulting. It's insulting to Belle because it's like, I freaking married you. Like, that's a sacrament. And you are basically saying I was lying and I was going to leave you regardless.
I wasn't
Rumple's
going
not
to
going to
pull
die,
back.
is he?
Go with Will.
I don't love Will.
Oh, I don't like that. What if he stabs himself? I thought Belle was gonna kiss him and try to, like, brighten his heart. Undarken his heart. Henry, write in the story real quick that Zelena was faking her pregnancy. Like, tape the pen back together, write that, and then snap it again.
Do you remember this? It's a piece of the egg I was hatched from.
Oh, I thought it was a
Also,
nail.
the only clue I have as to who my father is.
I
She
was
doesn't know
wondering
either.
that.
He said we're in danger.
Everyone's like, so? Oh, he's gonna become the Dark One, right?
We're pulling the darkness from him and containing it.
Does that mean that his heart will be
Oh.
healed?
Perhaps.
Oh.
Has ever been.
I'm surprised Rumple didn't think of this before. Is his name gonna erase? It's pure white.
His return to the man he used to be will not be easy.
Is he not gonna know who he is? No! No! Oh no! Really? Don't let that run away, Emma! Go after it!
Go after it.
He tethered it to a human soul that could be controlled with a dagger.
So someone has to take a hit for the team.
Who is he?
He's far, far from here. Find him.
So we're gonna go find the sorcerer in season 5.
Is Merlin.
Makes sense.
Stop.
I don't get why Emma didn't go after it. Try to zap it a few more times. Ah, shit. She doesn't want to hurt Regina. consuming.
The light. No! You worked too hard to have your happiness destroyed. You figured out how to take the darkness out of me once.
Oh my god. There's 2 minutes left. Emma might be the best person for this though, because she has the most powerful light, so it might cancel out.
Don't do this.
I love you. She's gonna say I love you.
I love you.
Oh my god. It's gonna say Emma. Emma Swan. We don't get to see Emma? There you have it. Season 4, episode 23, Operation Mongoose Part 2. And I did not think it would be ending like this. Oh my gosh, but it makes perfect sense. All right, so let's start at the beginning real quick. So Henry ends up being the next author. How appropriate. I feel like that is perfectly placed. I do not think that anybody else could be more fit for the job than Henry. Henry's the one that started it all. Henry's the one that ended it all. So he hears the quill calling out to him. He picks up the pen. It's him. He changes everything. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. They're back in Storybrooke. We get the author. Rest him. He's a jerk. I hate him. Great. Fantastic. Everyone's reuniting, kissing, hugging. Emma still doesn't say I love you to Hook, even though she admits that to Regina in Heroes and Villains World, because she says that she's afraid it might change everything and yada, yada, yada. So her saying it now scares me, because she's truly saying it because she feels like she might not have another chance or another chance to do that. That makes me feel like she usually goes into things very confidently, thinking like nothing's going to stop me. I don't care. I feel like she's going on the side of, if by chance this thing is too powerful and I can't control it, I need to say this to him. So it scares me. However, I do, again, think that Emma is the best option for this because she has the most light. Henry even says Emma's more powerful than Regina, and Regina's the most powerful person that we know aside from Rumpel that's still in existence. And Emma has the most light magic. She has the most light magic. And so to counteract that, I feel like it would be she would be the best option. However, it could be the complete opposite. It could be because she's so pure and has so much light magic, it's just going to consume her entirely. And she's going to be like an insane dark one. Now, mind you, the dark one can snap his fingers and make people poof and disappear away. Like, he was on a rampage. That's why Balefire hated him. So oh my God, Emma's the dark one. Emma's the dark one. This is freaking insane. I think it's really interesting because I was on the assumption that they were going to kill Rumpel. I really was. Like, I was starting to get a little, as much as he has annoyed me and as much as I said I've hated him this season, I still do like him. It's like I love to hate him, so I don't want to see him die. So I was going off of, oh my God, I think they're actually going to kill Rumpel. And then when they were saying, no, it has to be tethered to something, we can just take the darkness and put it in the box. I'm like, oh, perfect. His heart was pure white. There was no red, no beating in there whatsoever. So now what is it? A preservation spell. They do a preservation. The Sorcerer's Apprentice does a preservation spell and says that he needs time to kind of fix himself and get back to normal. And so now within that time, when he does get better eventually, and then that way they didn't have to kill him, which is cool. Because I don't want to see him die. Once he does get better, is he going to remember who he is? Is he going to have any recollection of what happened? Is he going to be like a completely new person? Is he going to have his memory wiped? What is going to happen? And why the fudge did Belle say she doesn't love Will? That upset me a little bit. That kind of, I get it. I feel like I get what they're saying. Like, she's trying to say, I like Will. I enjoy my time with him. I have a lot of fun with him. He's special to me. I would like to see where it goes, but I'm not in love with Will. I love him, but I'm not in love with him. I was in love with you. And a part of me still is and always will be. Someone had mentioned to me, I believe it was Heidi, was mentioning to me that there were issues with Will and the writers or the producers or something of the show, and that he's not going to be in it anymore, which is a real bummer because I really, really, really liked his character. And so when Once Upon a Time in Wonderland ended, I was excited that he was continued on in this show. And then that sucks. So I guess it does make sense that they would have Belle go back to him, go back to Rumple. And then they're probably sitting there thinking, how do we make her not look stupid for going back to him? And it would be to purify his heart. So I'm interested to see where that goes and what happens with that, because honestly, the one thing that I never, to be honest with you completely, I never really liked Rumple and Belle's relationship. I loved both. Belle's my favorite Disney princess and Rumple was my favorite character in this show, but the two of them together, like, I love Belle so much and I respect her. I don't want her with Rumpelstiltskin. So the fact that they purified his heart and hopefully will change him for the better does make me feel a lot better, because the one thing I really did like about their relationship, pretty much the only thing, was that he really did love her. As insane as he was and as deceitful and hurtful to her as he was, you know that he truly did love her, which is what made everything he did so bizarre. So I would like Belle to be with him, with happy him, revised him, and hopefully we'll get that in the future episodes. Regina taking the fall is just so heroic, and that I feel like this moment truly made her a hero. She's always wanted to be. She wants her happy ending. She wants to prove that she's officially changed and changed for the better. And this for me does it. Like, this seals the deal for me. If there were any doubts in anyone's mind, I think this is what does it, because she not only takes the fall, but she yells at Emma to get back because she wants to take it. Like, she doesn't want Emma to have to go through that. So I just love that Regina made that move. This looks so freaking cool. Like, the CGI on this is awesome. I love the darkness. It's so cool. So Merlin's the sorcerer. Go figure. The question is, who is Merlin? And that's what we're going to find out in the next season. We're going to search for Merlin because Emma now sucked in all of the darkness because it has to be tethered to someone. So now I think that's very clever. That's very, very smart. It's so powerful. The only way they can figure out how to calm it is to tether it to a person. However, then it's tethered to a person and that's dangerous, but that's where the dagger comes into play. It's not all like a sick game. Like, at first I felt like it was like, ooh, like what a creepy, like, sick kind of torment where it's like you get to control this person's entire existence for the rest of your life. That's why, because you want to keep it at bay, you want to control it. They have no other choice than to do it that way. So you kind of, I guess your best bet is to find an evil person. Like, someone who's already succumbed to darkness, someone who's already, like, too far gone for darkness, and put the darkness in them and then just control them with a dagger. But that's really sad. Why couldn't Henry just write the dark power doesn't exist anymore? It's too strong, probably because it's too strong. But yeah, so that makes a lot of sense. That's very, very clever. That it has to be tethered to someone, and that's why they have the dagger to prevent it from spreading, yada, yada, yada. Now, Emma is the dark one. Someone better grab that freaking dagger so fast it's not even funny, because that can't be falling into the wrong hands. And holy shit, next season is going to be insane. I am so excited for next season. This show, if there's one, like, my hat says it perfectly. If there's one thing about this show that I can really hand it to them is they do amazing finales. Amazing cliffhanger finales. I absolutely love it. And they're not even like, some shows I love good cliffhanger, but if it's a finale cliffhanger and I have to wait, which I don't, and I have to wait, I get really upset if it's like too much of a cliffhanger, because then it's like torment. But this show has such a beautiful way of leaving you with questions and answering questions that you have had for a long time or need answers to. 2, whatever it may be, but they wrap things up so nicely and then just leave you little Easter eggs and breadcrumbs for other things, and I absolutely love it. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to start season 5 and see who we meet and go on that journey. Thank you for joining me on this season 4 Once Upon a Time journey. Emma is the dark one. What is going to happen? Is Rumple going to live? Everyone throw a like or dislike if you do or do not like what you see, but comment down below. Let me know why. Subscribe if you have not yet. We do fun things here. Ring-a-ling-a-ling, the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Don't forget to check the link down in the description for my Patreon. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at @star_chef_productions. But that is it. So long, everyone. Try and make someone smile today. You never know when you might need it next. Bye.